Hi, this is Isabel, and I'm here to talk to you about truing your life and your work. Uh, a lot of the work I do with clients is about helping them build the skills and build the muscles that lets them filter all the decisions around their business, large and small, through the filter of, is this true? Meaning, is this true for me? Is this my right and true path? Is this the way I need things to be so that I have maximum joy and delight and power and impact? And I wanted today to give you just a really super easy way to get better at that yourself right away, right now. And it's by using three words. And these are words I use. And if you come up with your own words, great, because it's all about you truing. But I want to offer you these three words to help you know if what you're doing is true. And that is, does this choice make things spacious, gracious, and delicious? So one of the things I do on my truing path, on my truing journey, is I'm always looking for the choice that creates a sense of spacious, gracious, and delicious. So spacious for me is a lot about time, white space in my schedule, scheduling things so that they feel manageable and doable, and not something I have to always be at my best for. Spacious comes up a lot for me in terms of deciding what to offer and when to offer it. Right? I recently experimented with doing a monthly um, half-day virtual retreat, which I love leading. But what I started to find was creating and marketing a monthly retreat was not feeling so spacious for me. Right, so that's spacious. Spacious could also be your rhythm and your schedule, right? So, gosh, I remember in the early days of coaching, there was someone who had 75 clients, and he coached each client 3 times a month, but rotating, right, so that he could fit in 75 people, and I think if he was doing 25 people a week, then it would be 5 people a day, 5 days a week, right? I would not find that spacious, right? So a big part of truing our work is really knowing what's spacious for us. Um, Gracious to me, uh, yeah, gracious to me is, it's funny, it's almost hard for me to articulate. Gracious to me is about a state of grace, right? And to me, it's almost um, like when the beams come down from heaven and it's like, ah, right, like that's gracious. So when I am making all the decisions, large and small, in my business, a great way for me to know I'm being true is if what I pick feels gracious, and gracious to me and gracious to my people. um, uh, to me, gracious has a quality of beauty to it, um, generosity, uh, um, even ease, I would say, right? So it's a great question. I know for me, with my truing, is to say, if I want to do A or B, which one feels gracious to me? Um, and then the third word I want to invite you to consider for your own truing is delicious, right? So delicious to me is yummy, right? Yum, yum, yum. Where you just go, ooh, ooh, that feels so yummy, right? And one of the things I teach is that one of the surest ways to know that we're being true is by honoring our desire, honoring what we want, honoring what gives us delight and pleasure, and making sure that the focus of our business gives us delight and pleasure, that the things we offer give us delight and pleasure. Um, uh, and so again, I just find that's a really excellent question. I had a client recently, and this is just so pragmatic. I've been using this example a lot. She was marketing a teleclass, and she was doing a free webinar to promote the teleclass. And she said to me, you know, Isabel, should I give people a handout when they come to my webinar? And very often, what I'll do when I coach clients is I'll say, well, which way, like, I won't necessarily use the word delicious, but I'll say, you know, which way to do it are you most delighted about? So delighted could be a substitute for delicious, but I like delicious because it goes with gracious and spacious. Um, you know, which way is more delicious for you? So is it delicious for you to have a handout when you do your webinar? And it was great because the client thought about it and she said, you know, I really don't want to do one. I don't want to be focused on the handout. I don't want to worry about whether I cover everything on the handout. I just want to show up and do the webinar, and then I'm going to offer them a handout afterwards, right? That was delicious for her. So I want to invite you on the path to creating a wildly true business that lets you do your purposeful work profitably, that's a joy and a delight for you to be in, um, is to consider that you can pass any any decision about what you do in your business through this filter of these three questions. Does this feel spacious? Does this feel gracious? And does this feel delicious?